For one, I felt like I was always repeating myself. You were like, you can't, like, don't talk to me like that.
Put your woman in check. Or you don't want your parents to have that perspective on their spouse. I so bad want to share this letter with the
No,
world.
you're not sharing that. That's a boundary.
How you marry a person you don't know.
Can't leave him right now.
Yeah.
Like, if I leave him, he's really gonna, like, go nuts.
Oh, it would have been over.
I want you to be this way because this is what I pictured in my mind as my husband.
What's the deal, family? Welcome back to another Sips of Success podcast. I am Cameron, and this is my beautiful wife, Erin.
Hello.
What's the deal, babe?
Oh, nothing. We just got home from church.
Yes,
I'm
church.
actually, ooh,
Tired.
tired. You know that church, like that post-church slump.
Imagine if we ate.
I know.
We wouldn't be doing this pod.
Yeah.
Church was
okay.
good though. 2nd year anniversary.
Yeah.
I think it's pretty cool that we've been married going on 5 years. We found a church home together.
Yeah.
I just really enjoy that we do a lot of pretty much all of our first together. Like we start fresh, no matter the areas. Not because we think it's better, but because it just happens that way. So I appreciate that, and I've been enjoying that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I love our church. And
Yeah.
it's a lot of young families, so it's nice. Because
Very relatable, yeah.
Yeah, she's like at that age where she can't like make it through the whole service just sitting there anymore.
Yeah.
And she's like getting more energy and like more, it needs to be entertained. She's
Yeah.
like, she's not walking yet, but she probably will be very soon.
Yeah, so all the other moms and dads be
are like in the
atrium.
lobby, like, ooh, it's nap time. Like, the
But
baby's tired.
today for sure.
I know.
So.
Service
was a long one. Well, I'm
Yeah.
a church goer. You know how I go for anniversary service.
Yeah. Anyway, what are we sipping on?
This is just a little. They call it the Tropical Medley. It's I just blended something so we can have something to drink.
Cheers.
Cheers.
What's in it?
It's strawberry, banana, pineapple.
Yum. Okay, this or that. Would you rather have unlimited time or unlimited energy?
Energy.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
Because I feel like if you're getting sleepy anyway, it doesn't matter how much time you got. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I would pick energy too.
Yeah.
For one, like with having a child, I just feel like I'm functioning in a constant state of tiredness. So
Yeah.
to just like not have that would be so nice.
Yeah. I mean, it feels good. Like I like doing stuff. I like being active. And sometimes I don't ever want to stop, but like my body is like, hey, yo, you've been going too long.
Yeah.
Like go sit down somewhere.
Exactly.
So
And energy is like, you really have to fuel your body properly to just constantly be energized and just like energy requires a lot to like maintain.
yeah, and me and Aaron, we eat like a certain way typically throughout the week, but we noticed like a month ago, like eating pizza is like almost a no-go now. Like we can't eat pizza. Like we might enjoy a slice or something, but we try to eat like a pizza like we normally do.
And
we both were like,
we felt so heavy and just so like groggy.
Yeah.
So yeah, I would definitely pick unlimited energy. Plus, I feel like unlimited time is no good if like the people you love aren't there. I guess from unlimited time, I'm like, does that mean unlimited time on Earth? Like you just live eternally?
Right.
Because I wouldn't want that either. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
So anyway, let us know what you guys think. Unlimited time or unlimited energy?
Yeah.
I feel like I know what all the parents will say.
Energy.
Yes.
Well, some people might say they want to go back in time, so they'll take all the time to go back. I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe redo some things.
That could
if that's
be.
a narrative or whatever, or angle to look at it. But yeah.
That's true. Okay. Well, okay. So today I actually have our topic. I saw it on Instagram and I thought it was a good little discussion. So it's a post by Lewis Hose. The post is about a couples therapist noticed 7 patterns in couples who made it, and here they are. Do you have any guesses on one of the 7?
Guesses?
Like, what do you think would be something that couples who made it would kind of be like a requirement?
Probably great communication and boundary setting, maybe.
Okay, yeah, those are actually 2 of them.
2 of them?
So one of them is they had difficult conversations. It says they communicated regularly and were open to each other's perspectives. They
Yeah.
didn't cope by avoiding or denying. Emotional regulation was present, so conversations rarely became explosions. Would you say, like, how do you think we fit into that?
Oh, I think we fit in just what it said.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think either of us mind when we share our thoughts on one another, whether it's criticism of some sort or whether it's praises. Like I
Mm-hmm.
think we accept both, whether it's hard to hear or easy to hear.
Yeah.
Um,
But how do you feel like we got to that point? Because I don't think we've always been like that.
as kids, no, we weren't like that, but I feel like we both went on our individual journeys to understand what kind of man and woman we wanted to be. And
Mm-hmm.
I think that when we did begin to date, the conversations that we had led to understanding that we had to be open in that way in order to survive
Yeah.
in a relationship.
Yeah.
But I think we both wanted a relationship with each other, so we knew going in that we were willing to do willing to do whatever it took to make this work.
Yeah. I think too for me, like I remember one time we were having a tough conversation when we were dating and you were just like for one, I felt like I was always repeating myself
Hmm.
and like I was always just kind of like it felt like you weren't understanding. I'm like, how many times do I have to say this for you to like get it? Um but it wasn't what I was saying, it was like how I was saying it.
Yeah.
And I had to realize that if I wanted our communication to be effective, like I had to say things differently, like I
Hmm.
had to,
But you had to listen too.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had to listen. And
In order
so,
to respond or to say what you need to say.
right.
Yeah.
So I think that really helped. When we were dating, we definitely had our kinks in terms of
Well, what were you
like,
about to say? What did I say? I don't know what you're referring to. You said when we were dating, I said something.
oh, I said something to you and you were like, you can't like don't talk to me like that or
Oh,
something.
okay.
Like you kind of checked me about whatever it was that I said or how I said it or
Oh,
whatever.
okay.
Like I can't listen to you if you're like gonna say it like that or
Right.
something.
Okay.
And so that is kind of I don't know, ever since then it's just kind of like, okay, I do need to like be mindful of what I'm saying but also how I'm saying it because neither one of us wins cuz now like your defenses are up
Hmm.
and I'm feeling like I'm just like talking to a brick wall. And so it's just like nobody actually is
An
gonna
endless
win.
cycle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it becomes less about what actually needs fixing and more about the communication itself, you
Right.
know? So I think that that's like a big one. And most couples, or a lot of couples, I would say, struggle in that area because I think while dating, it's very easy to just kind of like brush over things. When I feel like, in fact, that's the time where you have to actually double down and like do the work because it sets the marriage up to be a lot more smooth.
Yeah. It creates your foundation.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Um,
I think what I got from that is like put your woman in check.
That's what you got from that. Though I mean, I think that either way, like even if the woman feels like
Yeah.
you're not effectively getting like whatever, like both you have to be okay with saying that, and I think that is great communication on
Yeah.
your part. For me, it always used to feel like I'm doing all this talking and like you're not saying anything. And then and then for you it's like, well, you're doing all this talking, but like it's not getting us anywhere because you're
Yeah.
not saying it the right way. And then when you say like, well, I can't listen to you like this, like I have to not have enough too much pride to be like, well, da 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 da
And
da
keep
da,
on
and
talking more and
actually like
more.
listen and
Yeah.
be. So I think even though we were really young, we both kind of had always had a respect for each other, and the
Yeah.
last thing I wanted to do was like make you feel
Yeah,
disrespected.
but I think that's the biggest thing too. I feel like just not even in relationships. I think having respect for people in general goes way further
Mm-hmm.
than when two parties don't have respect for one another, or one doesn't have respect for the other, or whatever.
Oh, for
Like
sure.
it has to be mutual, no matter what type of relationship you are dealing with.
Oh, for sure.
Like that's the only way it's gonna work.
Totally agree. The other one you said was they had boundaries. That's one of them. They had boundaries with families, and it says they put the relationship first and had clear boundaries with family. They didn't vent to them about issues or make decisions based on what their families wanted. They did what was best for their partnership together. I agree.
Yeah.
And we both have very active families. And, that's something that we have been very adamant about, like putting our marriage and our like immediate family, our house
Yeah.
first before anything. And that's honestly something that I wouldn't say I struggled with, but like as a girl who's really close to her mom and
Yeah.
like that dynamic can really.
That was like one of the things that like Aaron didn't have a say so in. I like.
Yeah, he's like, you're not telling your mom the ins and outs of our like
it's,
marriage.
Yeah, no.
And like honestly, that shouldn't even as a parent, like that even shouldn't be something that you want your child to do anyway. Like
Right.
I wouldn't want River when she's married to be telling me like what's tea in her marriage, because like I don't need to have that perspective on you. You guys need to figure out how to work it out.
Or you don't want your parents to have that perspective on their spouse.
Exactly.
Right? Because like we all have our own thing. We all are people.
Yeah.
Some of us may think the same. Some of us may not think the same. Some of us do things a certain way. Some of us may not. But I preferably would not rather know the stuff that it's between y'all.
Yeah.
Like the guy may not be a bad guy, but like y'all need to work that out in y'all's relationship. He ain't a bad guy, but it just seems bad to you because you're irritated with what maybe he said or how he said something or whatever. Like y'all need to work that out. Maybe you ask a question that is tailored to like not what's going on, but how could you handle something? Like be very vague and then take that back maybe to your spouse or whatever.
I think that there, especially with women, there can be a fine line between I'm leaning on this person for support and for help in this situation versus like I'm just trying to air out what's going on because I'm frustrated and I just need to like vent, basically.
Right.
There's a difference in my opinion, because I do think that it is important to, I don't know, lean on your support system when things do get tough, or like when you do maybe need somebody else's perspective, or maybe you need somebody to mediate something or whatever. Like, but I don't necessarily, I think a good way to say that would even be to ask your spouse, like, would you be okay if I like have a conversation with, I don't know, one of my best friends about this, because I really want to like understand where you're coming from, and I think like her perspective could help me in that or whatever. Like I think that there's a way to do it,
being inclusive, like making the
it's
other
not like
person
behind
apart.
your spouse's back to where they're like, what, you told them? Because there's one thing I told Cameron before we even got married. I said, do not make me look like a fool like in front of other people. I'm like, I don't want anybody to have a leg up on me, like to where you've told somebody something about me, or they know something, somebody in the room knows something that I don't know, whether it's about you or me or whatever. And so like, I think that out of respect for your spouse, like if you're going to be saying things about your marriage, there's like, you need to let them know that
they should have already heard whatever you said. Like it shouldn't be news to it shouldn't be news to that your spouse about what happened.
But it also shouldn't be news to anybody. Like it shouldn't be news to your spouse that you've told someone else. You know what I'm saying?
That too, for sure.
Like it shouldn't be like, wait, you told Randall that I blah 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 blah.
It was
and
like
it's like
it was just like in Bel Air.
Yeah.
Like in Bel Air when the old girl kissed Uncle Phil. I'm like, man, I ain't gonna hold you. I would have to tell you. Like like, you know, because the girl was acting weird. Now he was cool, chilling, you know, he not trying to create no tension, no situation, and I get it, but nah.
And Aunt Viv sniffed that out like a.
Well, the girl was acting. She couldn't even function around her, so it was just like, if you know the girl gonna act crazy anyway, you might as well. I would have just went home and said, "Hey, look,
this happened."
So what? I don't know her name. Such and such kissed me. I don't know what that came from. Maybe it was the old feelings that she may have had, or whatever.
Yeah.
I promise you.
Yeah.
And I think too, like, not only is it a problem, but I think now you get to address it together.
Yeah.
And it's not like, oh, why did you hold that from me? Are you feeling that? Now she gets to ask, like, were you feeling this way, or like, what's the real truth behind why you didn't say anything?
Yeah.
Why are you trying to protect her, basically? Like, then that's a whole nother.
That's like another can of
yeah.
worms.
So I'm not. All that, nah. That ain't even worth my time.
I totally agree. But yes, I think boundaries are really, really important. Okay, another one that came up, or is on the list, is they were friends. They genuinely enjoyed being or spending time with each other. They were excited to come home and catch up after a long day. Friendship was the basis of their relationship. We literally talk about this all the time.
I so bad want to share this letter with the
No,
world.
you're not sharing that. That's a boundary.
Your girl missed me so much.
Oh my gosh.
So much that she had to send me this email all the way from South Africa.
Yeah.
On how much she just really wanted to tell me about her day. And even though I joke about it all the time, I did want to hear about her day. I did want to hear about what was new. Outside of like actually dating, we were genuinely, like, we always told each other like what was going on with the day. When I had practice, like our beginning years of like, well, we were in high school, but once I got to college, I was in college 1 year before she went, like how my practice was going, like my schedule in college, how crazy like college sports was, how like different it is, how I'm, going from the highest to like I'm just a person out here. Like those are things we kind of kept each other in loop on. And I think from the jump that helped create like our initial relationship in regard to like just sharing with each other like highlights and really lowlights of the days we were living as 18 and 17-year-old.
Honestly, we're still like that. Like as soon as, if Cameron's out or if I'm out, like when I'm on my way home, I'm calling Cameron. Like I'm like, okay, so this is what happened. This is what we talked about. This is how it went. This is what I ordered. Like it was good. Like
we should
whatever.
go.
Like I mean, that's literally how we are. Like all the time, and it's definitely rooted in us just being friends first because. I don't know. We always say, even like, obviously we're never gonna get divorced, but like
no.
we always said like even if we weren't together, like we would still be friends. Like I don't
even know how we wouldn't be. Like I really don't know how we wouldn't be friends.
Yeah.
I feel like we've not tried not to be friends, but even when you were in your little states of being mad, it's still always you still always circle right back around like I was tripping basically, or like it's not that deep. And I'm not saying that jokingly. It literally was just like, oh,
it was
really?
never that deep.
And then it's like we just left off from where we, picked up where we left off from. So like nothing, like we just let it go. And I feel like too, like how easy it was to like let things go because one, they weren't a big deal. I think too, prove to us that we're just a good team.
Yeah, but what do you say to people? Like maybe there are some couples who feel like, well, I don't know if we are, like, if we had that friendship foundation. Like, is it too late? Or, like, couples who maybe started dating and then they had this, like, insane chemistry and they got married in, like, a year of dating and, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, things just, like, moved really quickly. And then, like, maybe they only have that romantic connection and not necessarily more of a friendship. How do you, I guess, go about establishing that if it isn't like a core part of your relationship?
Yeah, for one, I don't think anything is necessarily too late. I do think it may be a bit harder because when you're in the roots of like your marriage where they're beginning, they can only keep growing. And I feel like if the growth didn't start at friendship, that's what makes it harder. But I feel like when you can set aside your, I guess, outlook on marriage and maybe reel it back a little bit and say, hey, maybe this first year we focus on really, really not just enjoying each other, but learning how we are. Because I notice a lot of people say like, oh, yeah, that first year is like we're just learning each other. And in my mind, I'm like, what? How you marry a person you don't know. Like I don't know. My whole idea, remember, was like I'm not trying to go into the marriage and then just all of these different surprises are coming up. Like I'm not trying to learn. I'm trying to already know that.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to learn that. Like, I'm not trying to be like, dang, this is because some people are like, oh man, I think this
I
is
didn't realize that this was like a thing, a quality.
So
of
then
hers
it
or
starts to
his.
become a, or it could be positive, but 9 times out of 10 it's like a negative thing where it's like, oh, I didn't know they did that.
Yeah.
So that's just something that I personally was not trying to experience. But a lot of people do. Like, we hear it all the time where it's like, man, that first year is just like, been learning a lot.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, you're trying to learn how to be a husband because you've never been one before. You're trying to learn how to be a wife because you've never been one before. In most cases, like, so I think it's not too late, but I think that if you put your pride aside, I think if you put like your ego aside and you just kind of actually just enjoy the time and enjoy the ride, even though you may be married already, and create a new foundation. And maybe you didn't cement a foundation enough to say, oh, actually we can work on these things, and if we agree, like, let's make this our new journey. We know we work. Well, like, let's make sure we work forever, type of thing. So that's maybe how I would approach it.
Yeah, and I think too, just like doing things you like together, like fun stuff.
Yeah,
like,
not making things so doggone deep all the time too.
not
Like,
so
goodness.
deep and not always overly like romantic.
Yeah,
like some just like regular stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Like being competitive. Like, me and Aaron are super competitive.
Yes.
Like,
so competitive. I'm like, I'm gonna get good at golf, and then I'm gonna beat you one day.
Which-
He's like, absolutely not. That will absolutely never happen.
But she literally believes
But
that.
like,
But it's a promise that will never
like,
happen.
I will though.
But
one
even
day.
like with tennis, I'm trying to get her
should have
good
done
at.
it when he broke his finger.
I couldn't swing her. I couldn't even.
Exactly.
I would have beat her and pop up with my left hand. I promise you.
But yeah, like just.
But even with tennis, I'm trying to get you good, but so I can beat you. But I want the competition so that I can, so you can hit the ball back, so I can beat you.
But we will even play like board games or card games,
and we're at it,
and we're just like, we don't like each other at that point.
No,
like we're
enemies.
Not on the same team, please. So I think just having fun things to do with each other helps to kind of establish.
It's kind of like pick what hobbies look like to you, or pick what fun looks like to you. Pick what pick what outside of like your bedroom, pick what intimacy looks like for you. Like, for us, like, it's our most intimate time is literally like our walks. A lot of things I feel like it's like on our walks, whether it's family time or some intimate time or whatever the case may be. Like, find that thing that works for the both of you. I feel like, especially now with having a kid, like when kids come into play, I feel like so many people end up struggling because they didn't have that. Yeah. So now you're like, you're trying to
grasping for something.
Yeah, and you don't even know what that looks like.
Yeah.
And now you don't have time to,
figure it out
because you got a little baby at home. So
exactly. And I think that's so good because it's like now we're falling back on all the things that we were already doing. Yeah. So.
And it feels easy.
Yeah.
Like,
I agree. So, yeah, okay, that was a good one. Another one was they have been through really dark times. They had all been through really difficult periods where they were at a crossroads and even had second thoughts, but they chose to stay together and work through it. This established trust. What do you think?
We did have one, but it wasn't like between the two of us necessarily. My mom getting sick.
Yeah.
That was the darker time of my life, so that affected both of us.
Well, yeah, that's true. Yeah.
What time were you thinking about?
I was thinking about your thumb.
I mean but that still had that was okay.
Yeah, it wasn't like a relationship.
All our dark times have been my problem.
Yeah. But like they have never really been between us though.
Yeah.
Like our relationship hasn't been the root of the problem.
The problem, yeah.
It has always been something
I personally do not believe that a couple, and we were talking about this yesterday. It was a pretty good weekend. Like I had a panel yesterday talking to some young boys that just graduated high school and they were on their way to college who received a scholarship. And me and Aaron discussed after how I feel like, what did you say? You said you don't have to have like this
like rags to
riches story just to feel like you made it. And I also believe that to be true inside of a relationship too. I don't think that you need to struggle with each other in order to come out and have this ultra successful
strong marriage.
Marriage. And
it can happen that way, but it doesn't have to.
It doesn't have to. But I feel like it ends up happening that way because that's kind of what's like told to us how it happens.
Mm-hmm.
That's how it's like described in most cases. But I'll say that I don't think that you have to go through anything to have a great marriage.
I agree.
But yeah, both the times that were pretty dark. I think the darkest time was definitely before. This was before we were married, or even engaged, when my mom got cancer, and I just. But it was a multitude of things that had already building up, and that was kind of like the icing on the cake for me. And I kind of just like lost it.
Yeah, crashed out quite a bit.
Crashed out for like 3 months. And it was kind of like a smiling while crashing out type of thing. Like literally only Aaron was paying attention basically, and she wasn't here. And because she was here, I was even more able to act like a fool. Yeah, essentially. While that was a dark time for me, what made it hard for Aaron was that I wasn't attentive to her anymore. Not in the way that I am normally. I was not honoring her in the way that I should have. But what was great about it, even though nothing's great about it, was how not only understanding she was, but how she helped me like get through like basically that moment. And it was like she really put it aside. She was like, that's not him. And it wasn't me. Like I never really experienced, I'm going to say, adversity in that way. That was something that was just hard to deal with. You hear a parent have cancer, you're like, whoa. But on top of all the other things that was just going on, I was in my last semester of college. I was already in college for 6 years because I was trying to be I was a college athlete, which 2 years was kind of knocked off my time because transferring to 3 different schools and all these different things. So I was just over it. I was ready to be done with school. All these different things were adding up. I almost failed my first class I'm talking about I'm a A student in college, and everything seems to be falling apart. And that was just kind of like, whoa. But she was super understanding, and she was the only one that was able to help me. But it kind of goes back to, you were able to help because of, to some extent, I let you in enough for you to be able to like talk to me, talk through things, and stuff of that nature.
And the friendship part of it too. I feel like that was really me. Like,
you were being a friend for sure. It was no girlfriend, no boyfriend. It was just like,
because I was like, I can't leave him right now.
Yeah,
like if I leave him, he's really gonna like go nuts.
Oh, it would have been over.
So I knew that if I wasn't there, I'm like, I don't know who else he's gonna like.
It would have been nobody.
On. Yeah. So I think I do think that as a couple, there are going to be challenges that you face.
Yeah.
But I don't think they're always against each other. Yeah. I think a lot of the challenges that we have faced are like us together against something.
Whatever the issue is.
Yeah, exactly.
And I think a lot of times we were able to see like, man, we're such a great team.
Yeah.
And I feel like a lot of people do have great teammates, and they avoid making the team strong. Yeah. Because they then focus on like, well, you're the problem. No, you're not the problem. That's the problem, and we need to tackle it together. And I think if you can, I guess, focus in on the actual issue and not make each other the issue, I feel like that's what makes these relationships work.
Yeah, I agree. Perfectly said. Okay. The next one is, I like this one. We don't have to go through all of them. The next one is, they let each other be themselves. There was a base level of respect and admiration for each other rather than a desire to change each other. This freedom brought out the best parts of each of them. I love that one.
Well, what's your thoughts?
Because I feel like, I do think that that's very common in a relationship, to like really want to change the person to be what you want them to be.
Yeah.
And I feel like even through being parents, like it's also, we've touched on this, but it's also very easy to want your spouse to be the parent that you want them to be, like
or parent like how you see
them. Exactly. Yeah. And it's just like, no, like it's okay for us to do things differently, whether that's with our child or just the way that we, I don't know, scramble eggs. Like, you don't have to do it the same way as me. Like, there are just,
or when we teach each other things, like we still do it in our way.
Yeah, like, exactly. And I think that that's very freeing, because I think a lot of people don't want to actually get married because they feel like they will lose their sense of individualism or individuality. But I think the right spouse will like cultivate that with
They'll pull more of that out.
They will want you to be yourself,
yeah.
And they're going to make you be a better version of yourself.
Yeah.
not just like the version of you that they want you to be for them.
Yeah.
And a lot of times it's just a very selfish, like, I want you to be this way because this is what I pictured in my mind as my husband.
Yeah.
And you aren't fitting in that box the way that I saw it.
Exactly.
And so now there's like this like push and pull of like, well, that's just not me, you know? So
it's a fairy tale idea of what you think a husband is supposed to look like, when in reality, I guess I'm not your fairy tale figure.
Exactly. So that's why I really like that one, because I think great marriages, like, you can tell that we're a unit, but like, I'm me still and you're you still.
Yeah.
So that's why
I agree. I mean, you said it perfectly. I really don't want you if you ain't gonna be your best self. And then in order to be your best self inside of a marriage, I need to allow you to be your best self. Yeah. And when you're your best self, that makes us great.
Yeah.
So, and if we can both be our best selves, that makes our marriage great. Without that, then what's the issue today? Or what's wrong with you now?
But we're both like very chill people.
Yeah.
And contrary to popular belief, I'm not like type A where I'm just like this.
That's more
like
me.
He's that. I'm just like you know, like going on about my life.
Yeah.
And so I think we really kind of just
we
both
feed off
very
each other well.
Relaxed.
Like we're the same, we're relaxed, but she's like more like okay, and I'm more like nah. We need to do it this way. This is how today's gonna go. What's tomorrow looking like?
And I think that balance is great.
Yeah.
Like you're more structured, I'm more like free spirited, creative, whatever.
Yeah.
And I don't try to. I mean, I think we both use those traits and try to pull a little bit of that out of each other.
You've definitely made me more creative, and you're getting better with your timing.
We got to church on time, 2 minutes early to be exact.
Normally, Aaron is like, we're leaving out at the time church starts. I'm like, bro, come on.
Okay, the last one I'll share, because a lot of these are kind of, they have
similar.
Some overlap.
Yeah.
They made light of each other's quirks. They appreciated and acknowledged the quirks in each other. Even if they were at times annoying, they made light of them and were never hypercritical. He knows why I'm laughing.
Aaron is literally the most annoying person. Like, I don't even think anyone would understand. She's so annoying.
Wonderfully annoying. Like, I'm funny.
You're wonderfully annoying?
Yeah,
is that even
I'm so wonderful that it's annoying.
like,
I am so funny, y'all. Like, Cameron thinks I'm hilarious, but he will never admit it. He literally acts like I'm not funny, but I am so funny. I don't know why you do this. Why must you make us go through this? Like,
this is a conversation she wants to have every single day. It's not a hard one. She just doesn't want the truth on that subject.
Whatever. But yes, I think that I think it goes to the last point of like letting each other be ourselves.
Yeah, we just work. Like I personally feel like anybody can make it with whom anybody can't make it with anybody, but I feel like you can make it.
I was like, wait, where are you going with this?
I guess I'm like, that doesn't sound right. But I feel like you can make it with your person if you just kind of relax a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
If you kind of just understand who is good at what, who has these strengths, who has these weaknesses. Like when you can both identify that and be receiving of when, hey, like you're not good with time, so stop.
Yeah.
Like if you can't tell them like, no, you're just not good. I'm gonna help you with it. Like I'm gonna try to help you get better.
We need to wake up. Like we need 3 hours at least. So like get up.
Yeah, because if I don't say nothing, then Aaron will sleep until if we got to be somewhere at 10, she's gonna get up at 9:30.
Babe, I'm not getting up at 9:30.
Yes.
No, you're not giving me any credit.
And then Aaron would be like, it's a process to get out the bed. So she's
she's
like, look, babe, my eyes are open. And I'm like, what?
No,
then she's like, look, babe, I'm sitting up. Look, babe, I'm brushing my teeth. Like,
No, it's
Yes.
a mental process. I have to do the motions in my brain
Before she
I
actually does
do them.
and it makes no sense to me. Like, Joe, just get up.
It does. It makes perfect sense.
No,
That's the same thing as visualization. You see it in your mind before it actually comes to pass.
How old are you?
Wait.
No, how old are you?
I'm not answering that.
Erin is 31 years old.
I have to see myself getting out of bed,
she has
while my eyes are closed.
I don't know the math on this.
And I'm like, babe, I'm getting up. And he's like, you're still laying there. And
I don't know the math on this. But for however many days a 31-year-old has been living, you have had to wake up every day. Every day. You don't skip a day. So I don't know what you're visualizing. Like, you know how to wake up. You know how to get up and get your day going. You just choose not to.
That's not
And as
true.
a result, you want to annoy me.
Babe,
by doing these things. Like, hey, babe, look, my eyes are open. Hey, babe, look, I'm sitting up. Hey, babe, look, I'm standing. This is what you choose to do.
Yeah, it's great.
No.
It's phenomenal.
Just get up.
No, I do eventually.
Anyway,
I would say the last thing I'll add is that I think the one more that wasn't on there is like being selfless, which I think couples who are selfless, like, oh, if I'm out to eat and I know you haven't eaten, like, oh, do you want me to bring you something home? Or if we're gonna make tea in the morning, like, oh, do you want some tea? Or, like, just kind of like through the everyday life, like trying to
or paying attention
think
to
of
their
each
habits.
other, and like being just selfless on like a regular everyday level. Like, I don't think it always takes. Actually, I don't think it at all takes grand gestures. I think people honestly prefer to be seen on the everyday.
Well, I think
everyday way.
I think grand gestures have to be done because the everyday isn't done.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. I don't think you would need to do grand gestures if on a regular everyday basis you were seeing your spouse where they are and like, you know, showing that you appreciate them on that level.
Yeah. But most people want the grand gestures because that isn't happening.
I know.
So now that's the grand gesture. You better do that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's kind of like you always have to deep clean your house if you're only gonna clean your house once every other month.
Right.
Like,
that's just gross.
Well, yeah, that's gross. But like, if you're gonna do a little tidying up every day or every couple days, like, you're never, like, you still have to deep clean. But like, it's never gonna take the amount of energy to clean because you've spread that energy out amongst every day.
Right.
Versus like, like you said with the grand gestures, it's like you have to because like it's your relationship depends on it at this point.
Well, and then a lot of times too, I think that it happens because now you're in a predicament. Now it's like, oh, tension is rising. So let me do something to lower this, right? And I think that's a toxic way of just living in a marriage. Like, I don't know, it's weird.
Yeah, and it kind of it's a cycle, you know. It's like, all right, now we're good for now, and then once things start bubbling up again, then you gotta, instead of just
they seem happy now, all right, so let me go back to
putting that effort in and spreading it amongst every day. So I think that that's a big one. It's just like serving your spouse and like being selfless in like everyday life. So,
well, there you have it, folks.
All right. Well,
we
made
Sunday.
It through while River is napping.
Yeah, after church. She's the only one napping. Now we got to go celebrate my mom. So
yes, her birthday weekend. So
all right, y'all.
Let us know in the comments which tip
resonates
the most with you.
Yeah. So if you rock with me, then you rock with us. We'll see you in the next one.
Bye.
Bye.
That one
be easy.
I liked that one.
Yeah, that was a good one.